Donald Trump's indifference to the suffering of his own campaign staff. This is a Trump staffer in Tulsa who almost died of COVID. The staffer had been worried about the dangers of working on the rally because of pre-existing conditions that made the prospect of being infected especially dangerous. But the president had demanded an indoor rally despite the warnings of public health officials, and the staffer faithfully responded by helping to organize it. Now that the rally was over, the president was back in Washington complaining bitterly that more people had not shown up, while his campaign worker was stuck in Tulsa, lying in a hospital bed, thinking his life was about to end. My first question is, how is this staffer? And my second is, what did his own inner circle feel about Donald Trump's indifference to the pandemic?
Well, the staffer eventually recovered and went back to Washington and remains a faithful supporter of Donald Trump. One other thing about that rally, in addition to the staffer that was left behind in a hospital, the others that tested positive but were not that sick, they tested positive, had COVID, they were told to get rental cars and to drive back to Washington. And one car, at least, that I was informed about had 3 COVID-positive staffers in a rental car driving the 1,000-plus miles back. God knows stopping where, gas refills, food. I mean, you're supposed to quarantine. You're supposed to self-isolate to keep from spreading the disease to others. But there was a sense for most of the staffers that this was, at the very least, a political disaster. There was one big exception, though. Kayleigh McEnany was as you know, the press secretary, and Trump was having a meeting with his political team in the Oval Office and was being presented with numbers, this is in the spring, showing that his reelection chances were looking grim, primarily because of what was happening with COVID. And he said, no, bring in Kayleigh. And Kayleigh comes in, and she says, Kayleigh, tell him what you were just telling me. And Kayleigh McEnany tells the president of the United States, I think you're going to win, sir, and I think you're going to win because of COVID. And then she explained that the biggest weakness that they had in the midterms was health care. And now with COVID dominating the news, the Democrats wouldn't be able to talk so much about health care. Health care would be less of an issue. So, I mean, you have to get your head around this. But she was saying that because of the greatest public health crisis of our time, of the last century, they wouldn't have to talk so much about health care, and therefore he was going to win.
We made an editorial decision early in the Trump administration never to air whatever it is y'all called it that happened at the podium, and you just gave the best defense for a decision that was at times difficult to defend. Thank you for that. The book is really, really important. It's called Betrayal, the final act of the Trump show. Jonathan, Karl, congratulations. It's really, really